You know what really rips my spirit and cranks my motor? The fact that a black man pulled through our church parking lot and had to actually ask if he would be welcome to visit our church. I was absolutely floored when I assured him that certainly he could come to our church. He could be a part of our church at any time. We take people of all ethnic backgrounds. It doesn't matter what color they are. Good grief, I have a daughter that's Hispanic. And I thought to myself, is that where we are in this race-baiting society, that now it's a white church or a black church? How about we just get up, grab a Bible, and go to God's church? Any church that would tell someone that they are no longer welcome there based on their color is not a church at all. It's not a body of Christ. It's a coffee-drinking social club and ought to be shut down and abandoned. Jesus died for every single person. The only race in the Bible is the human race. And I'm here to tell you, if I bleed and you bleed, we all bleed the same color. And so the fact that someone would even have to ask that just absolutely appalls me. We have to come together racially.
If you've been looking for a sign to stop shopping at Lululemon, here it is. Recently, the art director of Lululemon decided to make racist merchandise surrounding the coronavirus. Here, have a good look. Which made the PIs of Twitter dig up this headline, showing that the founder of Lululemon decided to pick the name Lululemon because he thought it'd be funny if Asian people can't say the name. So here are a few sustainable brands that you can support instead. First is Girlfriend Collective. They make all of their leggings and bras out of recycled water bottles and are cheaper than Lululemon leggings. They also support slow fashion and release in small batches to cut down on overproduction. Outdoor Voices is another great brand with fair prices and are transparent in what they do for sustainability. Aloe Yoga is another great brand, and they create free content for people to practice mindfulness.
This is a mellow.
Yeah. Oh. 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 Ah. Oh. Bullshit.
You'll live forever tonight.
Really don't know why it's such a big deal though.
Stop scrolling, bitch. So, I saw this post about this white girl. No offense. And she was like, I'm having a quinceañera. And I was like, come again? No, ma'am. We're not doing that. No, ma'am. Culture appropriation. What? When? Where? Who? What? No, ma'am. Goodbye.
Yo, this is why we don't fuck with Fox News. Watch this. This black woman, minding her own business, came to cook.
Idea. Do you make Kool-Aid?
I'm gonna try this.
Do I do what?
Make Kool-Aid.
No, I don't make Kool-Aid.
Bruh, and everybody knows there's something wrong. Look at this man. This old-ass white man is looking at you, knows there's something wrong. Sis over here is looking at the freaking camera like it's The Office. And this blonde lady's just like, oh my god, maybe if I look down...
One of the best things about being Native American is when you go into a store and you're greeted first, and you're greeted like 5 or 6 more times while you're shopping in the store. And then you have an entourage of employees that...
Okay, well, she's driving.
Obviously you're new to Shift.
Yes, I am. This is actually my first day. Thank you.
It might be your last day too.
That's fine. And maybe next time you won't cuss us out.
If you go through the front gate, I won't even talk to you.
Well, you shouldn't have to anyway.
Yeah, we do, because this is our neighborhood, not yours.
Yeah, well then, I'm just delivering groceries.
Deliver the way you're supposed to.
I will.
And don't be such an ass about it.
Oh, what was that?
Don't be such an ass about it.
I wasn't, because I didn't even... First of all, sir, I never cursed you out. I was never disrespectful to you. You were so disrespectful to me.
I hope I don't hurt
Yeah,
you.
you're just saying that because I'm recording you.
Just deliver and get the hell.
I'm back then. Alright. Look. I see a black man aiming his gun, but I'd rather see a black man claiming his son. And I don't mean just for one day and you done. I mean, you still trapped in a rut. And I work my ass off and pay my taxes for what? So you can keep living on free government assistance, food stamps for your children, but you still trying to sell them for some weed and some liquor or a fucking babysitter while you party on the road cause you ain't got no fucking goals? You already late. You motherfuckers need to get your damn priorities straight. Wait. It's like you proud to be fake, but you lazy as fuck. And you rather sell drugs and get a job and be straight. And then you turn around and complain about the poverty rate. Fuck out of my face. You can't escape problems. You could pray for some change, but can't break a dollar. Got nobody else to blame, so you blame Donald. They fucked the world with a Make America Great condom. My voice been back. I'm not racist. My sister.
Girl, you know just how to get my attention. A lot of bullshit from the past I can mention. Come fuck me, you know I don't like tension. You ain't really fuck with me way back then, but how about now? Cause I'm up right now, and you simply stuck right now. Hey.
Yeah, man. Get him, man. Run it, bro. Straight up. Come on, man. Get it to him. Get that white boy. Everything I love, man. Everything I love, man.
I love when I make a video talking about the minority experience in this country and a racist leaves multiple comments telling me that I'm over-exaggerating what minorities go through and then leaves another comment telling me that I need to take the time to read and educate myself. But I already did, and in my 4 years at university, I decided to minor in sociology, which is a social science that studies individuals, groups, and societies and how things such as gender, race, and economic status affect different subcategories of people. So when you tell me to read, you want me to read about the minority experience in the past, because when I do, segregation only ended in 1964, and African Americans were only allowed to vote in 1965. In 1920, women gained the right to vote. Gay marriage only became legal in 2015. Or should I only read about the current minority experience, because when I do, this is what I find. So when you say we like to play the role of the victim, just remember that's the role you had cast us in. And baby, this beat is a form of art, an inspiration for future artists.
Wonder if I can say the N-word. Wait, can I really say the N-word? What up, my nigga? What up, my nigga? Big ups, my nigga.
Hey guys. So if you don't remember, there was a challenge of how's my form or something like that. So because of that, TikTok became more strict with what we post. So a young lady got offended that her video was taken down due to it, not meeting the community guidelines. So instead of apologizing and being very sincere about what she had said, which was the N-word, and she's white, this was her response.
Sorry, give a goddamn who that offended.
All in all, it's nonsense. She goes on to say it's just a TikTok sound and saying the N-word is nothing and, why is it so serious? And this is the reason, my guys. Yet we know how much power it holds when someone who isn't black says it. And so many people are getting in trouble for participating in challenges of this sort. So you saying you're sorry but sarcastic, you just messed up, honestly.
Girl, I know y'all been wanting a good Nancy Drew moment. Well, we back on the case. So I don't know if you've seen this TikTok going around, but this girl named Alex with the gorgeous orange eyeshadow was texting her best friend, name redacted, about this dress she was going to buy. This dress, which is a very much so homage to Jennifer Lopez featuring Pitbull, was then brought into question by her best friend, who says, you kind of look fat in it. Not that you're like fat, but... And as if fat shaming wasn't enough, girlfriend then goes on to say, I know I don't think red looks good on you. You're yellow. Well, who would say something like that? I mean, let me ask the audience.
Don't know what's inside of me. Don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. Even when I doubt you.
If you want to know how difficult it is being black on TikTok? They literally try and stop everything I do to succeed. I'm on my live and it's telling me I'm gonna get suspended for copyright. Bro, I'm showing my own YouTube vlog, son. How?
Part 4 of dealing with racism. So last year I got in a fight with this one girl because she wouldn't move out my face and I punched her. I went into the office and the principal proceeded to call me a criminal, telling me I need to work on my issues and that she wouldn't tolerate me assaulting other students. She then gave me ISS for 3 days, OSS for 3 days, a parent-teacher meeting conference with a police officer because the school was trying to sue me for assault charges, and I had to write a letter apologizing to the student, which I am not sorry for, by the way. She then told me that she was going to give me DAEP, but since I had a clean record, that she was just going to give me the ISS suspension and the whole other bullshit. Whenever we met with the police officer, he was African American. He asked the principal why I was getting all of that crap when I had a clean record. And my mom was like, it's because they're racist. And she was like, no, it's not. And I was like, one of my friends punched 2 students in the face on the same day and only got 2 days of ISS. So then the police officer dropped the charges on me because he found the problem with the school and the administration rather than with me as a student. So in other words, thank you, Officer Larry, but fuck my school.
Motherfucking fiend. Hip-hop's a black thing, motherfucker. Y'all just wish I was a black man, motherfucker. Y'all don't know about Tupac and gold chains, motherfucker. I'm not racist. My great-great-grandma was Indian. I'm not racist.
Why aren't you scared of me? Why do you care for me when we all fall asleep? You should see me in a crowd. I'm kinda rare, nothing's how. Watch me make them bow when
I see so many TikToks going like this skin, good. You see that as fuck? Do you see my skin? Dark, beautiful.
People like these are part of the problem. Come on, sis. Do you even know what this whole issue is about? All y'all just assume it's against the black community. Come on. And I wouldn't be this mad if I hadn't seen so many racist videos and all people of color attacking Indians for something they don't even know. I'm truly so hurt by all of these people because I'm an Indian and it does hurt. As I was saying, colorism has been a huge part of our Indian community. When the British ruled over India, there was a societal image put out, which is dark is bad, light is good. And this is why, till this day, we have to use products like Fair & Lovely to whiten our skin. I'm truly sorry to any black person that was offended, but this is not about you. This is about a deeply rooted hatred in our own community.
Oh, it's definitely racism, and I'll tell you why. Back when I used to live in India, I used to get called the N-word all the time. And there's a lot of people in India that actually believe that black people are lesser beings than Indians. And it's not just black people. They also make fun of Asians and white people. And to the people who are really shocked by this trend, are you just realizing now that people outside of North America can be racist?
My boy's been back. I'm not racist. My sister's boyfriend's black. I'm not racist. My sister-in-law's baby cousin Tracy got a brother and his girlfriend's black. My head's in the cloud. Heard there's not enough jobs for all the men in your house. Maybe we should build a wall to keep the Mexicans out. Or maybe we should send them all to the ghetto for now. I'm not racist. And I never lied, but I think there's a disconnect between your culture and mine. I worship the Einsteins, studied the Steve Jobs, but you ride Tupac's dick like he was a fucking god, oh my god. And all you care about is rapping and stunting and being ratchet, and that's the nigga within you. Music rot in your brain and slowly start to convince you. Then you let your kids listen and then the cycle continues. Blame it all on the menu, blame it on those drinks, blame it on everybody except for your own race. Blame it on white privileges, blame it on white kids.
I know a lot of y'all are finna come at me with the, why are you so mad? Like, you're white, it doesn't affect you. It actually does fucking affect me, like, a lot. A lot of my friends are in jail because they were racially fucking profiled, and y'all still think we're equal? How the fuck are we equal whenever there's still white people getting pissed off thinking that they're higher than somebody? How the fuck are we equal? How the fuck are we equal whenever cops kill black people all the fucking time, and then whenever they show the black person on the news, he looking like that, you know, instead of like a picture of him smiling or something. Like, I'm allowed to get fired up about this, and if you don't get as fired up as I do when it comes to the topic of racism, you're part of the fucking problem, and you cannot convince me otherwise.
Over the next 5 days, parts of Los Angeles became a battlefield. This is a family putting stolen goods into a car while a building burns in the background. This is what it looked like in supermarkets. One of the most iconic images from the riots. For those of you that live in Los Angeles, this is actually 6th Street and Western, and there's a liquor store right here. I lived literally behind this building and watched this go into flames. Many store owners lost their businesses overnight. This image is insane. This man by himself used his fists to fight off a mob of people that were trying to loot a store he was working for. Thankfully, there was some police presence. However, majority of accounts say that police were overwhelmed and were helplessly just watching. Over 5 days, 50 people were killed and more than 2,000 were injured. Over 1,000 buildings were destroyed and damaged. With a lack of police, store owners had to defend themselves. Most stores with a sign that said black owned were not burned down. Part 6, Rooftop Korean.
Then, alright. Look. I see a black man aiming his gun, but I'd rather see a black man claiming his son. And I don't mean just for one day and you done. I mean, you still trapped in a rut. And I work my ass off and pay my taxes for what? So you can keep living on free government assistance, food stamps for your children, but you still trying to sell them for some weed and some liquor or a fucking babysitter while you party on the road cause you ain't got no fucking goals? You already late. You motherfuckers need to get your damn priorities straight. Wait. It's like you proud to be fake, but you lazy as fuck. And you rather sell drugs and get a job and be straight. And then you turn around and complain about the poverty rate. Fuck out of my face.
Moments that ended racism.
I grew up with white people, I grew up with white people, I grew up with white people. So when I was younger, me and my friend had a sleepover. The next day we were getting ready to get out. So I was doing my brows and she looked me dead ass in the eyes and says, "You have perfect eyebrows." Fuck, I wish I was a nigger so I could have good brows. I grew up with white people, I grew up with white people, I grew up with white people. So when I was in like 6th grade, I changed schools. So this girl in my class comes up to me and is like, "Oh my god, I've never met someone with your skin complexion. Can I touch you?" She pokes me like that and goes, "Hee." I really grew up with white people.
Now, don't you think that's a little racist? Well, damn. I guess you're right.
You're a little bit racist. Well, you're a little bit too.
We're all a little bit racist.
I think that I would have to agree with you.
We're glad you do.
It's sad but true. Everyone's a little bit racist. All right. All right.
All right.
All right.
Black history is American history.
How are we going to get rid of racism?
Stop talking about it. I'm going to stop calling you a white man. And I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man.
Because we're all the same. And this is the reality that we have to start acknowledging in life. That we got to stop looking at this right here and thinking that it means something. It means nothing. What means something is this right here. Is this right here. That's what means something.
Picked me up, brought me to the hospital. He didn't drop me off at the ambulance and say, "You take him." He brought me to the hospital room and made two and stood there and waited till the doctor said he's gonna make it. He said, "Don't worry, my name's Uncle Bob." He was white as snow. Them that hopped over me was blacker than me.
What you gonna do with that dessert?